So let's try this again, shall we?
Yep.
Okay, looks like we're back.
Apologies there, people.
I'm just going to give a big wave to me in the future to record this.
Chop it out for later.
To chop out, like, that's where you can stop chopping it. We're in the middle of some important shit where our internet randomly died.
I'm going to go start troubleshooting internally on that, but I'm going to be here doing my...
I was going to say, try not to stop it from...
Yeah, no, I won't do anything that'll turn it off.
Yeah.
I'm just going to look and see if it's...
And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let people know that stream's back on. Alright, in case anyone wanted to watch, stream's back on. So, anyway, I'm going to mention that when Clash went downstairs, Ruby appeared to know something was wrong. Elaine, nah man, that's just Ruby. She's got shit under control, the man explains. That's the whole thing. That's why she's so good. Eugene. Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know? Women talk to women. He peeks at Titus. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to. Yes, roll your eyes. Female intuition, that's what it was. You're right, Eugene. Yes, she's just got her shit together. That's how she knew. Or she knew what happened because she killed him. Titus. Not so useful. Titus looks at Elaine, then Eugene. Glenn. Fucking hell, the blonde man is in some kind of anguish that makes him stare into his garlic bread bowl intently. Yeah, now I'll mention why the cover-up, then. Titus. And I suppose you have a theory about that too, cop? She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus. Kim, think about it. Why go for all that effort? If it was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it. Shanky, little man squints, eyes beady. She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs. Eugene. Really, Shanks? Glacier wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd been first. Logic. Time for a logic demonstration. Eugene, let's assume you killed him. Shanky, let's assume you killed him. Titus, let's assume... Well, let's talk to Eugene. He's talking about this shit. He scoffs. Kim, think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down. Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder? Eugene, the man is silent. Shanky, if she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss. Hardy Code. How's it going back there?
Nothing else so far.
I mean, the internet's still working, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, I'd like someone to check that it's still... Actually, Philippa, did you check that we're actually running?
Oh, yeah, I've got your stream right
Okay,
here.
good.
Yeah.
I was like...
Sorry, I should have said that. I totally have that. Oh, thank you, Keeper Balance. Keeper Balance has also added, yeah, you're still going, which...
Thank goodness.
If my internet wasn't running, I wouldn't be able to see, and I totally left the light on out there.
You did, but whatever. We can sort that later.
Yeah. But yeah, so hopefully you weren't here for the great crash of 2020. But no, I'm not seeing any particular, like... It doesn't give any errors, or there's nothing...
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Shit just went down for a while.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, bad timing. Glenn, which is why she didn't. This is fucking stupid, Titus. This and the queer thing, all of it. The blonde man waves his beer around. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus. Titus, Glenn. Titus looks grim. I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit. Ah, so she skipped town. Didn't know that. Ooh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good. Yeah, I don't think either of these two are going to be useful. Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her. Titus, silence. He looks around the room. Theo, the old man in the corner, nods. Perception, sight, medium success, a very small nod, and a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. Titus, yeah, I see it. He puts his beer down. There's one more thing I've been wondering about, ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions if you want. I don't know, he smiles a peculiar smile. I don't know where she went. She just up and left. Got real scared too. Wouldn't tell me where, however hard I asked. Excuse me. Want to know why? Why? Titus. She was afraid I would tell you. He looks you straight in the eye. Maybe she was right. By now I probably would. Kim. She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Why fleeing is always incriminatory. Okay, task complete. Leveled up. Titus. Perhaps. He looks out the window again. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that. When did she leave? What was she scared of? Do you have any clues on where Ruby went? Have you looked for her? Do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies? Okay, when did she leave? Titus. Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town, and she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation. What was she scared of? Titus. I told you. You. Me, as in the RCM. Me personally. Titus. Yes, you, the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes. No wonder she's afraid. I have come to declare the end of the human experiment. She probably knew me from my singing days. I'm sorry. God, why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow? I have no idea why she'd be scared. I'm just a normal cop with regular thoughts in his head. Titus. Sure, normal. Achievement unlocked. Unbelievably boring. Fuck. He says without smiling. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply, but he measures you up. Now I'm not so sure. What else did Ruby tell you? About me? Titus. She said you had a funny taste in clothes, he scoffs. And that you won't stop. Won't stop? Titus. Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock. That you're a human can opener. That you play suspects against each other. Open them up like cans. Elaine. Fucking hell. The tattooed man shakes his head. Titus. Did he just... Titus. Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. He nods. Now we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. And I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day. Al, how about you? Elaine. Silence. He nods. Is that true, Kim? Am I a can opener? Anything else? Anything?
Okay, looks like it just had a state of, well, fuck. That is the most information I can get out of that log system.
Yay!
Yep. I mean, I could show it to you, but I don't think you'd make any more sense of it than I was.
Hell no.
And at that, I need to go.
Oh, okay, let me... What? You're going behind me?
I am.
Alright.
Be right back.
Anything else? Anything? Titus. Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This cop, Titus, this cop, he... But she was too scared. Do you have any clues on where she went? Titus. She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot. Elaine. Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her. Titus. Yeah, Al. He gives a sharp look. And we won't either. Glenn. She's not really a... The man stares into his beer. Hardy candidate anymore, is she? Titus. She's not, Glenn. Have you looked for her? Titus. A little. On the coast. Kim. Where have you looked for her, more precisely? Titus. More precisely? On the coast. Past the waterlock. He nods southwest. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there. You tell me where on the coast I should start looking. Titus. Sure, there are some shit houses there. A cinder block town. The fisher folk refuse to unionize. So that's one place we haven't looked. Huh. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. It's time for you to step up. I know she's not there because that's where I crash. We'll start there. The lieutenant takes a quick note. One more question. What does Ruby look like? A good question. A good question, Kim. Titus. Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a lorryman. You know what she's doing with the Ulan frequencies? Titus. The what now? I have no idea. He looks around. Boys? Fat Angus. She said she's building a... His voice is very quiet. A pale emitter. Titus. What? Fat Angus. We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies in a pale something. I don't know more. Logic, medium success. This guy barely understands what he's talking about. Titus. There you have it. Pale something. Titus puts an end to it. It's not much, but it'll do. Titus. It'll have to. He puts his hand out. I will shake it. Titus. His firm grip is reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Esprit de corps, medium success. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM sergeant material. You should be a cop, Titus. Just think it. I'm gonna say it. Titus. When are you gonna get it for your dumb head, he scoffs. I already am. I just wasn't sure you were. Esprit de corps. And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks. And then turns back to his men. Alright, so we got some shit done. We now have more things to do. Ask about Ruby in the village. Determine where the shot came from. We still don't know for sure. We have a level here that we could take. I'm not sure what in. I don't think we need anything right now. I think leaving the level ups until we need them might be the best option. Might be. Well, without Philippa here, I'm just going to take it on my own to go down the coast.
Better.
Philippa is back, and ooh, I got a thought. Volition. You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That Ruby of yours? Yeah, and? I don't need the criticism right now, this chapter's closed. It's got... Yeah? Oh, what was that noise?
I think that was me kicking a basket into the door frame of your cupboard.
Okay. Volition. Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Classe. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end. What do you mean? Volition. Anything strike you a bit off about this mishmash?
Also, Keeper of Balance says, what have you found out about the murder? I've missed a few things.
Okay, so what we found out about the murder is that. So, I don't know how much you've missed. Like, Classe, the lady in the room that's right near mine, right next to Kim's. Excuse me, I got a bit of water in there. So, she was...
when we woke up.
She was boinking the murder victim. And Ruby, who is the hardy girl, basically the leader, sort of their group, was into her.
As far as we understand.
Yeah, that's what Classe is telling us, and that's what we're choosing to believe. Titus kind of backed it up.
A little bit, yeah. They were definitely saying she was into girls, but whether or not she was into Classe specifically, we will find out when we talk to Ruby.
Definitely, this is Classe's thing, is saying that, oh, she was into me, and therefore she could have been the one that did the murder, because she seemed to know what to do immediately when Classe went to her and was like, oh shit's happened. She also could have snuck through that secret entrance we were talking about that you may have missed because the stream was down. But there was a secret entrance in the back of the whirling to go upstairs. It has like an old pinball arcade repair workshop, and then you go up the elevator, and then you can get in to the like right near where Classe is staying, where she was
like the door
when the murder happened. Yeah, the door we tried to kick down.
And failed spectacularly.
I mean, if we'd have made it, that would have shortcut a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, if we'd made that first look check through
that
the window.
Also would have that was a lot less unlikely.
Yeah.
So basically, our working theory right now is that the shot came from the roof, through the window, while Classe was boinking the victim, and he just fucking died. And then they did a cover.
Fucking died.
Yeah. And then they did a cover up. Ruby orchestrated it so that she would basically obscure what the fuck actually happened, so she wouldn't go on trial for murder. But she's fled once she found out that we were in town, because apparently we have a reputation for being really dogged.
We're Veterinari's Terrier.
Basically. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. There are a few points in the city that the shot could have come from, other than the
roof. It's like less than 30% chance.
It's like 20-something% chance. We're going to check it out.
Specifically.
Because
having not come from the roof, but...
we found the bullet in the guy's head due to a, hunch that Philippa had.
Do you want me to explain it again? Or?
No. So, basically, we're working our long shots just to be sure. Anyway, well...
thorough, running through all the evidence, almost like a good cop.
The bullet didn't have to come from the roof. It could have come from anywhere on the coast. The bullet was jacketed. These just don't just lie around everywhere, do they? It turned out the bullet was an antique.
He says, so he was innocent of any crime, just murdered? I mean,
He was not innocent of any crime. He was a mercenary who did terrible, terrible things in other countries.
Specific rape of the victim, as we thought, or at least
yes, that was almost definitely a cover-up of some sort.
Yes, unless
someone was lying about that. If it wasn't Ruby, then it was Cliché. It's got to be one of the two. Although honestly, it seems as though Titus knew that was like sort of a put on.
Yeah.
So that was a cover-up for the murders, or rather the hanging, not the murder. It was posthumous. Let's see. The footprints in the pinball workshop didn't fit with old Soul's prints on the crime scene. So far, no one has mentioned hearing the shot. I'm done thinking about this. Yeah, no one did mention the shot. That is weirdly suspicious.
Yeah, like, that is one of the main reasons I'm pushing for it to be a sniper's nest, because not hearing that kind of shot that also
which would mean that Ruby didn't do it, at least not alone.
Yeah.
Notice how this hasn't come up at all? Even the Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you.
Surely the type of bullet from the body should tell you if it was a sniper or pistol bullet.
It was a rifle bullet, but it was an antique rifle, so it's like a weird kind of rifle.
Yeah.
It can have come from way out on the coast, though, past the church, which is why we're going to be checking out a few places once we're done talking to Volition.
Yeah, it was jacketed bullet, which does say that it could come basically from any type of bullet. No mention of rifling. Possibly the bullet is...
No, they said that it definitely came from an antique rifle.
Oh, rifling is a type of groove down the barrel which makes the shot fly straighter. So if it doesn't have rifling, that would bode for a closer shot, because the less rifling there is on a barrel, the more wonky the shot's going to go further on. The more rifling on the barrel, the straighter it's going to go for longer.
They're just like, yep, okay.
Yep.
Readjusted that.
Yep.
That all worked out. Cool.
But yeah, so...
It was hanging a little high.
It's technically possible it could have come from further. Depends on the quality of the sort of retrofitting of the rifle, basically.
I mean, in that exchange, we were mostly just kind of trying to pump this guy for information so that we could track down Ruby and figure out what the fuck's going on. But turns out he doesn't even know where she is in the first place.
Yes, because Ruby, if it was a close shooter, is one of the most likely suspects.
Yeah.
So therefore we want to talk to her for information. If not, then we've got a few other suspects, like the other mercenaries, and that bodes for the...
I doubt it was the other mercenaries, though. They seem to be pretty
like,
close with the guy, despite him being a complete scumbag.
But maybe they were like, oh, you're boinking this woman, and, maybe letting necessary information go. We don't like that.
They gave a fuck about it.
Yeah, like, if it was further out, then it's a sniper. Yeah. So, yes, is the answer. It could have been any of these things.
Yeah. Oh, where was I? Oh, yeah, the footprints in the pinball workshop didn't fit with the odd soul. No, they didn't. The bullet didn't have to come from the roof. It could have come from anywhere on the coast. Volition, absolutely. It could have come from anywhere. But you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof behind the window. And I was saying that. Didn't actually mean it, Volition.
You're certain to about 70%.
Bullet was jacketed. Those don't lie around everywhere. Volition, good point. Is rather rare these days. Do continue. Turns out it was an antique. True. Strange that how you conducted the whole advanced ballistics analysis and then hand-waved it. Okay, well, that's all the things, so I guess I'm done. Volition, that's right. Finish Fort. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now, you know that. Free as a bird on that roof, lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me? Logic, easy success. Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. There's no use harassing her further.
It's
Interesting.
Logic compromised or Volition? I don't know.
They were basically all compromised.
Yeah, Volition was like, except
I'm tempted to just wander up there and talk to her some more.
Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting. If she's not there, then we know.
There's no way she's not there. There's only one exit to this place, and we've been in it.
There's technically a second entrance just over there.
Oh, there?
Yeah.
You mean that she'd have to get through with the fucking Hardy boys looking at her, and these guys? And Gart?
Gart might help her.
Yeah, but he'd know where she went. If she's gonna slip out, she'll slip out later when no one else is gonna be around to see her.
Yep.
Let's
But
just
also,
see.
she's an
Let's
NPC.
satisfy my curiosity
They've
and go
got,
for a bunch of loading
teleporting.
screens to talk to her some more. and see if I can't bring up these...
I see Keeper Balance agrees with me. This is a video game. She could teleport anywhere if they wanted to.
We'll kind of defeat the purpose of the video game trying to get you to logically figure things out then.
Hey, Gary alone just randomly vanished.
Why do I feel like you've won here? Clache, I really don't know, sir. She takes a sip of her cold coffee. I certainly don't feel like I've won. I feel like shit, sir, all the time. Empathy, medium success. She smiles, a bitter little smile. She means it. But this turned out well for you. You've slipped past all suspicions. Clache, clearly I haven't. We're having this conversation, aren't we? How well could it have gone? I mean, she looks around. Shivers, easy success. The wet wind, heavy of brine and industrial pollution from the stacks nearby ruffles her hair. Clache, I'm stuck in Martinez, just like all of us. I've been up here for I don't know how long now. I like to call this my rooftop containment facility. What are you contained for then? Something seems off about this theory you've developed, about Ruby. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Yep.
Clache, I don't know what to say. It all seems fortuitous for you. Clache, none of this is fortuitous for me. What are you contained for then? Clache, for my sins, of course, the long-standing sins of a bad, frivolous person. For destroying my first love, for working for bad people. The list goes on and on. Alright, I guess that's it. Clache nods slowly, carefully even. Volition. There is suddenly a strange glint in her eyes, not malicious, but dangerous.
Well, that's not suspicious at all.
We got nothing else. We got some XP from that, I guess.
Yep, XP is good. Treat!
Always useful. Wait, do we have a bunch of stuff to give to them? I don't think we do.
I don't think so at the moment.
We've just been wandering back and forth around the whirling this last session.
Yeah.
Session and a half now, almost.
They have surprises. The orbs around your head.
Yes, they do. Alright, now let's carry on with our trajectory hunt.
Oh, jeez. Her griping about isolation seems to ring a bell with me. It rings a bell with me, too.
Yeah, but you don't have, like, corporate dudes trying to hunt you down and kill you. And maybe she doesn't either.
We don't know yet.
We don't know. We actually only ever got her word for that.
Yep. And, we're allowed to get any information she has, and then, wonder if if they've got any information for us from the army yet, from the
I don't think a day has passed yet.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm just going to talk to him on the off chance that he knows more about this rifling.
Vigilance, officer.
Locked.
What can this old carabinier do for you?
So we could always try to, like, pump into composure. But no, he doesn't really have anything more to say. A shame. I thought he would know about this shit.
And one day we'll get enough to try for that sandwich again.
Someday. I mean, we have levels right now, but...
She was meant to be killed, but got in the way? But he got in the way. Well, the thing that I guess against that is the fact there was no second shot. If it was a sniper, they could have probably shot her again pretty easily, because she didn't seem to panic when he came.
By the way, I'm just going to check out the pawn shop, see if he has anything...
new to say.
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with it.
No, you might be able to aid in the investigation. Okay, that's all I got.
Nope, nothing new.
A shame. I thought he might have been able to tell us if he's sold any antique rifles lately.
Yeah.
But I guess not. I guess that's a dead end.
Yeah. So at the moment, the fact that she wasn't killed, like, immediately after him or, anything of the like, if you're trying to go across the shore, that's the other way, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's this way, which is weird.
We have not found our gun yet.
Nah, we may have accidentally cut off that particular quest line.
By accident.
Oops.
Thinking we were being sarcastic, but the game took us seriously.
Yeah. Now, where are we going again?
We were going... The 3 spots are... The boardwalk where we found the dead guy, the cathedral.
Boardwalk. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we should also talk in the fishing village about Ruby.
Yeah.
And the fishing village, I think, is like right up here.
Yeah.
Wait, is that something? No, that's nothing. Oh, here's some stuff. Is this anything? Have we been here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we went in that house, but let's check again.
Let's just make sure.
Yep. Because, yeah, we got an option it was like, fine, keep my gun. And it was like...
And it was like, oh, I guess you don't want to do that quest. And I was like, fuck, man, I was lying.
Yeah.
I was trying to bluff the man. But I bluffed the game.
Suppose machines will never be able to understand our sarcasm.
Okay, so let's ask around. You are, like, our most reliable person here. So
I mean, Grandma did
and
give
also
us
the grandma.
shot.
The waves are beginning to die down. Those little bastards. Simmer down, bastards.
Don't have anything else to say other than pointing out that there's my motor carriage in the sea. I'll be seeing you. Huh.
Interesting.
Weird, I thought I'd be able to ask around even if she didn't know anything. Yeah. Well, let's talk to old lady then.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves...
Oh, there we go. We can ask her about Ruby. We can also ask her to wash her filthy jacket.
Yeah, let's ask. Washerwoman, I can wash it for you, she says after looking the jacket over, but it's going to take about half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long? Foolish and medium success. Hell yeah. Kim, I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day, the lieutenant says, rubbing his thigh.
We're beating Kim up.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll hand it over then and I'll see what I can do.
Aw, she's such a sweetheart.
Must say I'm proud of this one, she nods, handing the jacket back to you. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope it'll have an easier life in your hands. Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast? Washerwoman, nay, I haven't seen anyone lately. Okay, but you do know who I'm talking about. Well, let us know if that changes. We're looking for a fugitive.
I'd say we don't say she's a fugitive at the moment, because that'll be...
You know who I'm talking about? Washerwoman. This is my little cinder block town, she nods with a wrinkled smile. I know what goes on around here. Rhetoric, easy success. She's been evasive. She knows something. Kim, there was a murder in Martinez, he points east. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help. Washerwoman, would you now? She turns to him. I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other. Oh no, she's got anti-snitching strats. You know something. We're here to help. This is like when that man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need to help her come out. This isn't about the union, you know. You don't have to worry about their retaliation. Yeah, we just need to help her out. Washerwoman. No, it's not like that, man. With him, we called you. Right now, you just arrived by yourself, like a raven plucking at the window glass. I see. You know something, but you've decided not to tell us. Okay, but we'll be back later if we find anything suspicious. Alright, so you've just decided not to tell us? Washerwoman. There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else? Kim. I see, ma'am. The lieutenant turns to you. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway. Logic, easy success. You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too?
Ooh.
Yeah, good idea. The shack is this one?
Yep, that's your shack.
Oh, also I should look at my new jacket.
Clean jacket.
+1 pain threshold, element proof. +1 half-light, always hot. -1 drama, sweat like a pig. This windbreaker is like a protective cocoon, placing the wearer's torso into a pocket universe where wind, water, dirt, and fire cannot harm him. Huge writing 100% synthetic is proudly displayed on the chest. It lets absolutely no air through. Warning, item is not actually fireproof.
Oof.
So what is that? I mean, this one's just straight up better. It's got 2 bonuses but no minuses. So we'll leave off, but I'm happy we've got it.
Yep, we might need it for something.
Okay, let's look at the fuck around, shall we? Inside our own little hut here.
Loose floorboard?
So it is, Philippa. So it is. This was not here last time.
Yes.
Was floorboard. As you look the floorboards in this corner of the shack. It's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. Visual calculus, easy success. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Let's move it aside. The hollow space underneath the floorboards is damp and dark. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below. What's in there? Search for the sand and sawdust. Oh, I don't want to stick my hand in there. Leave.
We're a hobo cop.
What's in there? Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks more like reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Inland Empire, medium success. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea. Let's search. You stick your hand and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust, and then something hard wrapped in paper. What is it? 9mm bullet. You pull a small cylindrical object. You pull out a bullet. This is not a 4mm bullet, though.
Yeah.
Encyclopedia medium success. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. This bullet isn't for a breech loader like the murder weapon.
Our gun is a muzzle loader, though.
Yes! The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. Nice. Let's have a look at our items.
Probably an interact. There it is.
Nope, that's our fractured bullet.
Is it the one next to it? No, that's
The film? Yeah, no.